guys, welcome back to the Cocco channel and to another retail horror stories. Today isn't like super dramatic or crazy like some of my previous ones, but it is stupid and I want to like share it with you guys, like totally. So as you can tell from the title, this is a Kohl's retail horror story. If you've been on my channel for a while, I don't know what that was. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know I am a Kohl's-aholic. I almost said a bad word. I love Kohl's. I love me some Kohl's. I shop there for everything, for stuff for my home, clothing for my son, clothing for my husband, clothing for me, shoes, jewelry, everything. You can buy at Kohl's. I usually do because it's such a great deal. Most of the time you get like up to 30% off. You get 30% off, plus they have an amazing rewards program. You get a point for every dollar spent, and then you get a reward the next month, which is like % off. You get $10 back for every $50 spent when it's like that time for Kohl's Cash. So I don't need to sell you on Kohl's. Kohl's is just amazing. If you haven't checked it out, definitely do it. They have amazing, really good quality things. They even have like, they're starting to get more high-end designer brands, which is kind of cool and different for Kohl's. But anyways, today's not about the positive side of Kohl's, okay? There is a downside to Kohl's, and it would be shipping. Online orders. Every single time, not every single time, but there's some things from kohls.com that you just wonder what the shipping department's doing. I've had some crazy things. So when I was pregnant with my son, my mom bought me one of those like, you know, 6-foot mirrors, and like even the box, you're like, what are you doing? Like they just, I don't know. It could be a mixture of shipping and like the warehouse, but this was definitely the warehouse. So let's go ahead and jump on the story 5 minutes later. So this is a perfect example of stuff that you shouldn't buy online, and just go in stores because people are idiots. So I ordered the new Pure Cosmetics DreamWorks Trolls palette. I wanted this thing so bad. Before I even saw the movie, I wanted it just because it had pops of color. It was like so much fun, you know, it's a beautiful palette. So this is not the first one, unfortunately. So number one, let me just tell you about this. The Kohl's that's right by my house, it's like, I don't know, maybe a 10-minute drive, and it's a smaller one. It's not well shopped, you know what I mean? Like, just because it's like kind of in a neighborhood, it's really random, but it's really, really nice also. So they sent that store, which would be technically my store, two palettes. So obviously I couldn't get it in store, so I came home, and what I do is like, because I get a discount on clothing and shoes and stuff, you cannot use the percentages discount on makeup, prestige brands of makeup. It's the same as like Ulta, you know, you can't use $3.50 off of prestige brands. So anyways, when I get my Kohl's cash, I buy makeup usually. I don't have a ton of variety of brands for cosmetics, but they do all right. So I came home from the store and placed my order online, and they sent me the palette in this. So if you follow me on Snapchat, you saw my anger because this shade down, which one was it? This white one was completely gone. I can't remember. A bunch of them were chipped, you know what I mean? But this one was like in a million pieces. Powder was all over, you know, it was powder. So I called customer service and let them know what's happened, because I did it right away because I was so mad. Like, who in their right mind would send makeup in a bubble mailer? Why would you do that? That's ridiculous. So call customer service, or no, I jumped on the chat because I feel like they outsource their call center, which a ton of companies do, and I totally understand, saving money, yada yada. So I did the online chat and I tell them what's what. It's not okay. This isn't the first time that this has happened to me with cosmetics, and you know what I mean? Like, I just have such a huge beef with the warehouse, and so tell him what's what, and he was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, and they gave me like 200 points, which is equal to like $10, you know, and he couldn't refund it. They were gonna like make me take it back, even though it's damaged, which doesn't really make sense to me. Like, if it's damaged, Well, unless, you know, they think I'm lying, I guess. That kind of makes sense to me. So, you know, I can't get a refund. I have to take it to my store and I could get a replacement. And I was like, funny thing about that is that I cannot, because you only sent them, not him, but the, you know, warehouse only sent them 2 pallets and they're gone. And so he tells me that he has created a like reference number for me to call.com, and everything will be there, all the notes of like what happened. They're gonna price match, and I was like, dude, there's nothing to price match, it's full price, you know. And you know, all the notes were gonna be there. So I get on the phone and I call, and it's a lady, and I can't really understand her, which again, outsourcing, fine. And she like looks up the reference number and she tells me that she can place another order for me. And I was like, why would I place another order online? You know what I mean? When this is what happened. I was like, is there a way for you to ensure that they're gonna package it properly? It's makeup, like you can't do that. And she was like, yes, you know, we've created notes, there's reference, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, so I'm gonna go ahead and charge your card. And I was like, no, you're not, because I paid for this with Kohl's cash. I don't want to pay full price. You know what I mean? Like I got that money not for free, but I saved it for that. You know, I don't want to pay on my charge card where you're going to pay interest. That's stupid. And she's like, well, there's because of the item and it being cosmetics, there's no way for me to overwrite it. I can't overwrite it because it's cosmetics. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But in my mind, I was like, you know what? I'll just pay with my card and then wait for it to come, and I'll return the broken one with that receipt and it'll just come off my card, right? So then she tells me she's gonna overnight it and it'll be here, I think it was on a Saturday, and it was guaranteed delivery by Tuesday. That mother fluffer didn't show up until Friday. So it shows up in this. Are you joking me? Andrew, I'm pretty sure it was Andrew who answered the door. Maybe it was my dad. And I was like, no, don't hand that to me. Don't even give it to me. I don't even want it. Like, you've got to be kidding me, you know? And so luckily I opened it up and it's this one, and it wasn't too bad. Like there were some, like this DJ Suki was a little bit chipped, as well as Bridget. But other than that, it was all in one piece. Obviously, otherwise I would have absolutely. So, you know, my mom is like a stickler for customer service, and she's also a stickler. She does like the surveys on the bottom of receipts religiously. So she's like, you better call them, and she like got me all fired up, you know? So I even went outside and I was like, this is ridiculous. Again, I called because the chat got me nowhere last time. And so again, it's a person I can't understand, and it was a gentleman, and I was like, you know, this is ridiculous. And he's like, I'm so sorry, you know, we value you as a customer, blah blah blah, and didn't even offer me points like the first time, and just like gave his apologies and told me that he was gonna like take notes for the warehouse, like shipping department. I was like, so, you know, they didn't even like do right by me, which sucks. Because I returned a couple things and I have a ton of Kohl's cash, and I'm like, man, you know, I almost want to call quits, but I really do love Kohl's. It's just, it is so hit and a lot of miss with shipping. Another thing about Kohl's that is like so horrible is they do the same thing as Ulta, and they ship like one order in several shipments. Like I'm talking, you get a box with one freaking thing in there, and then you'll get a plastic bag, like, you know, those garment bags that are white, like the shipping bags, and it's jam-packed full of stuff. Like, why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, that you would have an actual box with one thing in there and it's like a piece of clothing, but then you would jam-pack an envelope, like mailing bag. What? So, just a forewarning, if you're gonna get cosmetics from Kohl's and you wanna use the same system that I do, which saves money in the long run because you have to buy clothes anyway, especially if you have kids like me and they outgrow everything, or you're a shopaholic like I am and just do it in general, you know, it pays off in the long run because you're buying all that anyway and you get the Kohl's cash, and so you get this basically for free, you know what I mean? Because you're already spending that money. So Anyways, that's the end of the story. It wasn't a super long one, I don't think. I can't really see because I'm not wearing my glasses. I'm also wearing my PJs. My makeup looks like poop because it's like 8:30 at night and I'm getting ready to take it off and go to bed. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this retail horror story. I love that you guys love retail horror stories. Last week somebody told me like I hate story time videos, but I never click so fast on a video as soon as I see yours pop up on Friday, and I totally appreciate that so much. You guys are hilarious and I love you so much. I love that you love this series. So that is it. If you're new, hello and welcome. My name is Brittany Cocco. You are watching the Cocco channel. This is my PJ dance, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!